phone. Come on. So in this example, Alicia is a 32-year-old graphic designer who lives alone, earns $85,000 a year, and works completely out of her own home. We aren't given, and she wants to reduce her tax for the year. We are not given any amounts for how much of her house she actually uses in her business, but it's safe to assume it's a room or two, maybe 1/5 of her property, which we can do. But, excuse me. Moving on from that, she can deduct $7,000. She can deduct her health insurance premiums as adjustments, which would directly reduce her taxable income, and her contribution, I can't speak tonight, to her health savings account would also lower her taxable income and allow tax-free withdrawals for her. She could also deduct her education courses because it's not, what was it? It's not directly for her degree. She already has it, and she's continuing and furthering her education, and it's not to get a degree, so she's allowed to deduct those expenses. She can also deduct necessary business expenses using her in-home business, like office equipment or computers or programs she would use that are vital to her business. The HSA health savings account could reduce her taxes because there's 3 tax advantages to it. There's the deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free medical withdrawals for medical uses. She can also use it as a savings and retirement account to roll the funds forward indefinitely. And looking at all these for a single taxpayer in these examples, it's $14,600. If she just took the health insurance, did some deductions to her houses, deducted all the things, she can also deduct those charitable donations. Yeah, she can deduct the charitable donations if she itemizes. If she does all of that, she will most likely clear the standard deduction and can get a reduced amount. The depreciation on her equipment could also be expensed to reduce the taxable income from the year, as spreading the cost over time will significantly reduce the impact it has on her taxable income, or her adjusted gross income. And then, tax policy perspective? Did I miss any of that ones? No. The tax code will support the self-employed people who work for themselves through deductions as mentioned, and health savings accounts and business expense write-offs. However, being self-employed, she does face double taxation on the income she makes and the income for being self-employed, but it was the other discussion. There's so many ways to write off that stuff or get it around or reduce it or defer it or have it carried forward or back. So as long as she hires somebody who's taking a tax class, she can get it figured out. But overall, the tax system as it is provides help, but it is a little funny for single employed people, but that's something she could do to reduce the burden.